buddy, breaking news out of Pada. I guess America. My name is I'm an asshole suck a nut, and if you don't know who I am, I used to do the Pada Sampadopal Daily Report. But since I've been sucked through an interdimensional portal, now I'm in the real world. And I will be joining you live to give you the news. So without further ado, I guess we have the Daily Report. Okay, before we get started, I've lost Jonathan, so I no longer have him. I don't know who the fuck. I'm doing this all by myself now. However, to begin with, firstly, the bullshit virus, the new Delta Airlines variant, has been raging through the country. Many officials, including some from the dickhead administration in Washington, have said that the vaccine will indeed, the vaccine actually will stop the thing, even though a majority of the people who are dying from the new variant are the ones that got the vaccine. So that makes a lot of sense, and I'm sure that we'll keep you abreast as that story unfolds. Also, they continue to try and incentivize it by offering monetary incentives as well as food, which makes a lot of sense for your health. Secondly, in Australia, we have some breaking news. In order to enforce their new lockdowns, the army and the military and militarized police have been deployed in Australia in order to help them lock down the country. What the fuck? Some are also reporting that some people are actually getting forcefully vaccinated, if they haven't been already, that are in Australia. So that's also interesting. Nextly, we also have continued protests, millions in Paris, Nice, Montpellier, Strasbourg, Reims. God, I wish I had Jonathan here so he could explain to me how the fuck to say these names. Toulouse and Marseille and many more cities across France are protesting the mandatory vaccine passports and vaccines. We always knew that the French were very pleased when it came to governmental rule, as we saw with the last revolution they had, or the first one at least, because they are actually on their fifth republic. Very interesting. Actually, Turkey is blazing in wildfires right now across the coastal regions. They continue to rage on. Many people are being evacuated out of Turkey, so that's interesting. Cuba continues to fight the communist dickheads Castro. Some have even tried to give aid to Cuba, but the asshole administration in Washington is attempting to block that, and they are not allowed to send money to their family in Cuba. So, you know, a lot of residents in Miami, you know, me being from Florida, especially, I know this. A lot of residents from Cuba, formerly from Cuba, live in Miami, and they're trying to send money to their families. It's their fucking money, but they're not being allowed to send their money because of you know who. But that's okay, but we can also simultaneously allow, so they're blocking Cuban refugees coming from a communist hellhole, but simultaneously we're allowing Mexican refugees to come from nowhere, from the border without masks or vaccines.
Allow me to be clear. If you take to the sea, you will not come to the United States. The time is never right to attempt migration by sea. To those who risk their lives doing so, this risk is not worth taking. Again, I repeat, do not risk your life attempting to enter the United States illegally. You will not come to the United States.
So that's interesting. Who are the real racists here? Next thing's next. Also, I had Jonathan here so I could help me figure out what the fuck to say. Because I'm running out of things to say here. Jesus Christ. Oh! I figured out what I was going to say. Last things nextly. The Maricopa County audit that's occurring is reaching its end. They still haven't given up the routers yet. And the deadline for them to do so is today. I don't know what time today, but it's today. The judge issued, and he said that if they don't comply, they'll be held in contempt. But we'll actually see if they get held in contempt, because everybody that's been violating the law lately seems to be getting away with it, except for the people that didn't commit any crimes on January 6th that are still being held without their will. Also, video footage from the prison where the January 6th protesters have been held shows that not only are congressional representatives trying to see the prisoners not allowed in the prison, but also their fucking lawyers aren't even allowed in the prison. So that's interesting. It's almost as if they don't have any rights because the Fed is violating them. What a fucking concept. As if the federal government has never violated citizens' rights before and held political prisoners against their will. And I'm sure, just for saying that, I'm going to get arrested next and thrown in the gulag. However, good luck with that shit. Nextly, let me go back to the previous with the Maricopa. Let me just reiterate this point real quick. They have not given up the routers because, first of all, they said that the things were not connected to the internet. But then they won't give up the routers because they know that they were connected, but they know that the routers will prove that they were connected. So instead of actually complying with the fucking subpoena, they are doing every little thing they can to avoid it. The subpoena was issued in fucking December, and here we are on July 31st, and nothing has happened yet. Because nobody has any respect for the law. The sheriff is a paid-off scumbag that was paid off by Soros in his election. Look up his campaign financing. So they're not enforcing the law, and nobody seems to be fucking giving a shit about the law. So that's interesting. It's almost as if the people that are preventing the evidence from getting out are the ones that are guilty of crimes. And the crimes that they're guilty of go all the way up to high treason, which would be the death penalty. That's interesting. So I guess that's going to do it here for us on the first daily report. I got to come up with a better name, or I could just keep calling it the Pedapstampadupal Daily Report, even though we're not in that dimension anymore. So let's... I don't know what to say anymore. Good night, everybody. And always, as always, my name is I'm an Asshole Suck a Nut. And I'll see you next time on the Daily Report. The Global Data fucking... I don't know, somebody come up with a name.